Hello everyone, welcome to another cooking rodeo with the Tater Cowgirls. And today I'm by myself. Addie might join later. She's at a play date right now with a friend who will not go to her next school. She had graduation party yesterday, tiara and bow tie dance party, her first school dance. And so she's playing with her friend today, and but she might join later, so you have to bear with me. What I came up with today for you is, because we have travel season, you know, people go on holidays, go camping, or go on road trips. So I thought I show you a meal. If you have an Instant Pot, you can make and take with you in your car to have a meal for the first day. Once you come to your camp spot, you're tired, you don't really want to cook a lot, you know, or you are in your hotel room, you are really tired from the long drive and you don't want to go out, you just want to take a shower or go to bed, you know, inspect the pool with the kids. So I thought that might be a good time to show you one I really like. We took it to the Sierras last vacation, so my husband loved it, and as you know, he's not a 100% whole plant-based vegan. He eats his you know, occasional steak, but other than that, he really likes my cooking in the meantime. It's June 2018. I started June 26, 2017, so it's not quite a year yet. But today's weight loss is 74 pounds, and I'm really proud of it. You can see it, I guess. I have a little bit to go still, and I have diabetes 2 in remission, but I noticed some of the things make me spike to some odd reason. It's brown rice pasta, which is completely okay in the starch-based diet, in the McDougall diet. I think also Dr. Esselstyn has nothing against it. Not sure, but I think so. But to me personally, it spikes my glucose level when I eat for dinner rice pasta, the tinkyada, the good pasta. My glucose level in the morning is higher than I want it to be, so I'd be careful with that. Other than that, I had a hell of a year. I stuck to my diet a few weeks actually. I dived into vegan junk food like fake meats and, you know, a little bit too much. If you do a little bit, it's not that bad, but if you do it too much, your weight loss will not continue. And actually I came to a plateau. I ate vegan ice cream and cashew and nuts and seeds and avocado and all this stuff you should not eat if you are on a weight loss program, on a starch-based program from Dr. McDougall. If you are not on a weight loss, if you want to maintain your weight, all these things are fine. They're whole plant-based, so you gotta be careful. I went back to really clean eating, whole plant-based. I left out the junk food. I'm almost weaned off salt. Salt is not a problem in the diet, so use it to make it palatable to you. But usually you only need a little bit sauce on the tip of your tongue, so on the surface of your food, and you will be happy. And I got almost off all the salt. So what I usually do is that I put a salt shaker on the table, and people can add their own salt, because not everybody's at the same level. So this way I don't have to put more salt into food than I need to if we have a one-pot meal where we all eat the same food. Okay, that's the beginning. Here's my recipe, and I came up with that. I based it on a recipe Jill McKeever had. It's called Revisited Bean Chili, I think. But I changed it around. I created my own recipe, but this gave me the idea. This is why I wanted to say that. Jill McKeever, Simple Daily Recipes. So she has a bean chili in the Instant Pot that gave me the idea how to do it and how to doctor around with the timelines. She had macaroni, elbow macaroni. She has a different timeline, but I figured out this one. So let's get started. And of course, I used the Instapot. Woot woot. And this is how I got to Jill McKeever, because I bought the Instapot when I saw all her Instapot recipes, and she does a really good job coming up with some. So here's my Instapot. What we do first is the saute. We use 3 modes today. Saute, then we have the pressure steam mode, and then we have the natural release, or let's call it warming mode. You know, after your meal is ready, the Instapot automatically goes in the warm mode to keep your food warm until you open it and are ready to eat it. And this is also called natural release, and we use that too for our recipe. Okay, first we go to saute, which is here, and let it get hot. And what we saute is this first. This is a chopped onion, 2 stalks of celery chopped, and a chopped pepper. You can take any pepper you want, doesn't have to be the yellow one. I had a tired looking one in the refrigerator, so I used that one. What we're gonna make is called, or I call it, Roadtrip chili bean penne. How about that? Roadtrip chili bean penne. And this is a meal, we cook it all in the Instapot. There's no extra cooking involved. And let's put that in. This needs to to saute. You do not put water in at this time, because we have something else to put in, and I will show you right now. Water comes later in. Let's put that out as long as I speak. So what we use today is Butler Foods taco crumbles. And I put the water in that requires, that's a cup and 3/4 cup water. I had it stand 8 minutes to soak them, to pre-soak them. It's like, I use it instead of ground meat, and it has a mild chipotle flavor. It's really good, as in everything you usually use ground meat, like in spaghetti bolognese or lasagne, or where do I put it? Where else do I put it? Oh yeah, in enchiladas. It's really good, and we use that here in our penne, in our Roadtrip penne. And usually when you saute without oil, like what we do, you put a little water in to water saute. I'm not doing this right now. Oh, there's also 2 cloves of garlic in there, by the way. It's also chopped in there. I'm not doing this right now because I have the taco crumbles to put in later with water. So I just want to brown the vegetables a little bit, and you can see it here, yeah? So I came up with that, as I said, we went camping. We like to have a meal ready to go on the first evening when we arrive, and this one was perfect. If you have power on the campground, you can use it in the Instapot, just heat it up. It's the warm mode. If you don't have power, take it in a Tupperware and then put it in a skillet over the campfire and heat it up, and you got something to eat. And it's actually better on the second day because all the spices soak in, and it's really, really good. Alright, yeah, starts browning now. So we do that. It's only a few minutes, so you know, not much. Let's do the taco crumbles. Let's add the taco crumbles right away. said, I had it soaked. And this is not fake meat, by the way. This is not vegan junk food. These are soya beans, cooked. Butler Foods has soy curls, which I use, for example, for a barbecue. Pulled soy curls instead of pulled pork. It's really good. I'll show you that recipe one day. Or those crumbles, which are just crumbled soy curls. And this is whole plant-based. This is not junk food. So we put that in. If I use it for enchiladas or spaghetti, I usually put a little liquid smoke in the pre-soaking. But here we do liquid smoke anyway later. So I'm waiting. Alright, so we let that soak a little and brown. Oh, it looks nice already. Alright, spices. I'll show you what I need. Okay. We have 2 to 3, depending on how much you want, teaspoon chili powder. I use 2 because my husband is a little, his stomach is not, with chili powder is not doing so well. So I do 2 teaspoons, it's a little milder. And look at these colors, isn't that pretty? And I have 1 teaspoon cumin and 1 teaspoon dried cilantro over here. And then I have cumin and chili. Oh yeah, and I have a teaspoon turmeric. It's that one. Okay, so this is gonna go into our chili as soon as I have this a little brown. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, it looks almost like a ground meat, you know. So we put in 2 cups of pinto beans or red beans or kidney beans, anything you have there. I don't have quite 2 cups, it's more 1.5, but I had these left over, so I used those. It's just fine. So we add that. We add half a can of Rotel. It's diced tomatoes with green chilies. I have the mild one, the mild version. As I said, we are not so ultimate spice eaters, but if you want the spicy one, take the spicy one. So you put that in. I don't know if you have Rotel in Europe or Australia. I have viewers. So it's diced tomatoes and green chilies. If you find something like that, that's what it is. If you don't have it, just don't put it in. You can put in roasted peppers or roasted tomatoes, something like that, to substitute. It would be, yeah. And then we have, this is exactly 28-ounce can. My one is also a little bit less. Where is it? It's like 27 ounce, I think. 26 ounce. Yeah, about 27 ounce. Chopped tomatoes. I like the pomis, so I use that. You stir it again. And just want to get everything in. I don't like to waste food. My grandma grew up starving in 2 world wars, and she taught me to never waste food. It's, in my eyes, it's a sin as long as we have children going hungry in this world. Okay, then we put the spices in. We also have to add 1 cup frozen corn, yellow corn or white corn. Okay. Get that one. Mix that together. Then we have liquid smoke, and I use for this one I have hickory liquid smoke and mesquite, and for this one I use mesquite liquid smoke, and we use 2 teaspoons liquid smoke. If you have a little bit more, it doesn't matter. I love if you have smell-o-vision. The liquid smoke I just love to smell in the bottle. And then we use for the salty feeling, because you notice I'm not putting salt in. As I said, I put that later on the table. But for the salty or feeling, the salty taste, we put 2 tablespoons tamari soy sauce in it. A little bit more, maybe 2.5. Okay. I put the recipe as always underneath the video in the info part, so you're not missing anything if I'm too fast here. You can read and copy it from there. Alright, we mix everything. I would say we put a little bit pepper in it to taste. You know, like a 1/4 teaspoon. I like pepper in it. Okay. Let's try it. You know what? I put a little bit salt in. I want a little bit salt in it. Let's do a pinch of salt. But that's it. A little sea salt. Okay. No, it's good. Okay. So what we do now is, watch me. You see my finger? Yeah. We stop the saute mode. We also need boiling water. Let me have my tea kettle here. I boil it really quick. I had it already almost done, so I just reheat it. And what we do now, so we mix that together. We put the pasta on top, the penne. I have whole wheat penne. I'm not sure if it works with rice, but it works with whole wheat, all kinds of penne. The formula is you look up the cooking time on the penne. I have that from Jill McKeever, and it really works with every pasta I use. You look up the cooking time. This one says 10 to 12 minutes. So what you do is you take the lower amount, the 10 minutes, and divide it by 2. So we have 5 minutes steam time in the Instapot for this meal. This is about, yeah, 1.5 cup pasta, penne, whole wheat penne, and we put that on top. And do not mix it again. This is really important. Do not mix it with the tomato sauce. Okay, just put it like even on it. Like this. No mixy, because then you're not getting it. You're not getting the meal right. And we wait for the boiling water. Here it is. We put 2 cups of boiling water. Here is my last cup. This is 1 cup. 2 cups of boiling water over the pasta. Oops, leaking. Okay, a little bit more. I didn't have the first cup full because I was scared I'm burning myself. Okay, what I do is just dump it a little down that the pasta is completely in the water. Okay. Like so. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. And now we close the lid. Close the lid, put the seal here on sealed, the valve on sealed. You see that little vent there? That is, when this comes up, the steaming time starts, the 5 minutes we need for that. So we go on manual here, and we go to 5 minutes. We take the minus key. Hold on. Oops, I got the wrong one. Oops, sorry. Here's manual, and then we go take the minus key down to 5 minutes, and this is it. This is everything you have to know about the. So this will cook. This will go now. This will heat. Beep 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 says it's on. This will heat until the valve, until this little thing comes up. That means steam time starts, and then it will steam, pressure cook 5 minutes, and then it will go automatically in the warm mode. So you will see it. I will show you when we come back. And the warm mode is the third mode we use today, because we let it, we call it natural release. Instant Pot people call it natural release. So we don't push the valve open right away after the 5 minutes so that the steam comes out. We let it sit in the warm mode for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, warm mode, natural release, and then we open the valve, and then we look at our meal, okay? So until then, have a good time. I come back to you. Hello, we're back. And you see on it's on low 10. That's what we want. This is the warm mode. So low 10, so it means the steam has already naturally released in these 10 minutes. So we do the rest now. There's nothing in there anymore. Cool. And it opens. It would not open if the steam is too much in there. It would not open. You would not be able to open it. Look at that. Oh, Eddie is here. Come here, Eddie. You can watch.
I came in and kind of went behind you.
Let's try the pasta first before I mix. I want to see if it's nice and soft. Al dente. Okay, so we mix it together so that the sauce is in the pasta. Oh, this turned out really nice. And that's what I mean. You can take the whole Instant Pot with you. Tomorrow it will even be better because all the flavors will be soaked in, you know. It's really cool. It's a really cool meal. And if you have power on the campground, you just plug in your Instant Pot and put it on warm mode a few minutes and it's warm, or saute mode if you want to get faster warm. In the hotel room the same. If you have a campfire, put it in a skillet and heat it. So there's nothing else to do. It's also nice when you come home, you throw it in the pot, you have something to do, shopping, or like we did yesterday, going to the dance, getting her ready for the dance, and
a bunch of pictures.
And then you come home and the dinner is ready, so you don't have to run around and do this. Let's get a plate.
I'll just get a plate for yours.
Or a bowl.
It smells spicy.
Yeah, smells good. So as I said, I would put the salt shaker next to it. For me, everything that's normal salted smells is too salty, because I weaned myself off of the salt. So the best thing is everybody just does what they want. I put a 1/4 teaspoon salt in it. That's good. It should be in there. And the tamari helps, you know. You can have a cucumber salad with it. Let's go to or like a leafy salad, and you know, put some chives on top and do your own spin. But look at that, it's really clean, whole plant-based food. There is no vegan sausage in it or anything. This is really a weight loss food. And at this point, yeah, when I started last year, I was always, let's turn that off. I was always worried to go somewhere because, oh, if they have my food and if I can get food. And this, it's not the point going on this diet and don't have life quality anymore because you're scared to get out of your house. So please don't do that. There is plenty of recipes. The restaurants will accommodate you. I go to Wyoming in summer. I'm making videos of that. We go to Reno, we go to Salt Lake City, then Wyoming, then South Dakota, and then back to Wyoming, and then South Lake Tahoe. I will make videos everywhere. I will show you what I find to eat. And you know, Wyoming is cowboy country, steak country, so it's not a vegan oasis, but it's a little bit of preparation. I googled some restaurants. I take, let's say, McDougall oatmeal cups with me. Every hotel you go has hot water where you can put in an oatmeal cup. Most hotels even offer oatmeal. Or you get two slices of toast with jello, no butter on it. That's a whole plant-based breakfast, you know. For me it would do with a cup of tea, but there are so many other ideas, and you get creative, and you are not sitting at home. You go out and try, and you do the best you can, and don't beat yourself up if you have a little oil somewhere. If it's not other possible, that's what you eat, okay? So, but don't stay at home and because you will not stay on that diet if it makes your life quality lower. So as I said, I'm going to Wyoming, and at this point I just want to say to Dr. McDougall and his wife Mary, thank you very much. I owe you my life. When I found you last year, Dr. McDougall has officially retired this week, and I wish them many years of wonderful retirement in health and happiness with their grandchildren. You know, his house burned down in the Santa Rosa wildfire. You know, it's just, I think it's the right time for him to really enjoy life, and he has done so much. And as I know Dr. McDougall, we will hear from him. He will be in all these medical meetings about diet and how to avoid diabetes, and he's an outspoken person. He will not be quiet. You know, telling the lobbyists of the drug industry and the dairy and meat industry what's really going on, and that we can actually heal diabetes too. My diabetes is in remission. I just have to be careful. I still check my glucose because I try to find out which foods I spike, and as I said, it's the rice pasta, so I have to be careful with that. But other than that, I feel fine. I have all these aches in my arms, and my muscles is gone. You know, my weight is lighter. You know, it's 74 pounds weight loss right now, and it shows. I feel so much better. I enjoy life more. I'm more mellow. I'm not that stressed out anymore about every little thing that goes wrong, you know. So try it. My recommendation, try to stay on it. At least try it for 3 weeks and look what happens to your glucose reading or whatever sickness you have. A lot of it is food related. And that's what I wanted to say. And happy retirement, Dr. McDougall and Mary. You rock. And see you next week with another cooking rodeo where I will show you another mode of the Instant Pot, the slow cooker. So we do something in the slow cooker, another barbecue thing, okay? Oh, and Butler Foods, somebody asked me where you can buy the soy curls. There are stores around that have it. I don't have a store nearby. I just order them at butlerfoods.com. They are in Oregon, I think. It's really fast. They come so fast. And the first order, when you order soy curls, you will have soy jerky and soy curl crumble, the ones I used today, with it as a gift. I had it, and I know other people had it. So try the soy curls first, and then you get the gift attached, and then you can always order more later. But this is really some good stuff to eat. So that's it, and I wish you all a great rest of the weekend. See you next weekend. Bye. As I say in California, come on, Eddie. As they say in California, peace out. Pow.